Hi, this is Tommy Hall with Mathnook.com, and I'm here to show you how to play Mathboat rounding to the nearest 100 reversed. When you first start up, you've got the option to start the game or this How to Play button here. If you click the How to Play, you've got the instructions on how to play, and once you read that, you can always go click the back button and then start the game. Now, the object of this game is to get this boat here to get to each of these rings, and there's one here you can't really see too well right now, but you will when I click start, and this little box clears away. So you'll try to get those, and then you'll once you get all three of those, a little parking area will show up there, and you'll need to park the boat there, and then you'll move on to the next level. You'll steer the boat by using the numbers in these arrows, and the way you use them is, for example, when I first start, this boat's going to go forward, and I'm going to want to go left here to retrieve this ring. And so to make it go left, I'll have to plug in this box any number that rounding it to the nearest 100 rounds to this number. So once I do that, I can either hit the enter key or click enter, and the boat will go in the direction of the arrow. Now, you can always plug in, and I do recommend you do this, plug in the number in advance and then click the enter button or hit the enter key on your keyboard when you're ready for it to turn. So I'll go ahead and show you how to play this first level. And I'm going to plug in this first number to make it go left. I'm going to go ahead and plug in 490 because I know that rounds to 500 to the nearest 100. And I'm going to go ahead and click this right now, and the boat turn left. Next, I'm going to need to go down, so I need to plug in a number that rounds to 700. Let's put in 713, and when it gets to the point I want to turn it, go ahead and click enter. And I picked up a coin. Those are coins, and you get extra points for that. Now I'm going to need to go right here, so I'm going to plug in a number that rounds to 700 and put in 704. Hit enter. And then the parking area will show up here, so I'm going to want to go up in a minute. So I'm going to plug in 175, which rounds up to 200, and there's 100. There's a parking area, and I'm going to click it, enter. As long as it gets between these 4 points, the level will be over. So I've completed that level. I still have 3 lives left. The next screen has 3 rings on there, and actually, you've got some extra obstacles here. You've got tree stumps you'll need to stay away from, and as well as the island. I'm going to go ahead and get the game started. And there's a 3rd ring there. I'm going to let it run into the wall just so the game will finish. Now, one thing to note is in the instructions is that you cannot enter any of these numbers. So you've got to really, if I plug in, I'll go ahead and show you. You got to get a number other than these numbers that rounds to that number. So if I put in 300 to go down and hit enter, it doesn't accept that. If I type 301 in, it does accept that. Now let's go ahead and finish the game up here. We're down. We should, after this registers, we'll be down to 1 life here. Let's go ahead and start it. And I'm going to plug in 213, which I know rounds to 200, making it go right, and boat crashes, the game ends. At this point, this menu comes up. You can click this button to try again, and at that point you can get the high score where you can enter your name in the high score. Let me go ahead and put in my name, and if you don't want to enter it, you just hit the X button here. I'm going to go ahead and submit it. Click the submit button, and I can see that I'm number 1 player. If there's more entries than fits on the screen, you can always use the arrow keys here to scroll up and down. I'm going to go ahead and close that out, and the email challenge dialog comes up, and here I can plug in an email address, and click submit, and it'll send an email challenge to a friend, whoever you email it to, in which It has a link to this game, and you can do this if you want a friend to play the game and see how well they do, or just if you just want to brag about your high score. If you don't want to, you can always click the X, otherwise click submit, and it'll send the email to the person. Just go ahead and click X, and it takes you back to the main menu, and that's how you play this game. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.